Dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening.
Good evening.
I am Toastmaster Shanwas, the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. And it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 191st meeting of Mussafah Toastmasters Club. The mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide a positive and supportive learning experience through which the members are empowered to develop personal and leadership skills, resulting in higher self-confidence and personal growth. As a protocol of Toastmasters International, I request you to keep away from 3 taboo topics: politics, religion and sex during the entire meeting. Also, I am requesting you to kindly switch off your mobile phones or put them in silent mode to avoid distraction. You are also requested to be seated comfortably until you are called. With this note, I would like to welcome our President Toastmaster Vivek Iyer for the opening address.
Very good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
Since you're so late starting, it means late. I think all members are still not come. Just now some members called me. So they are also will participate in our meeting. And once again, my sincere thanks to Naufal and Lorna Bringer and Bustan management team. So it's very grateful to give us such a venue, and its ambience are so much interesting and giving us more opportunity members to gather. So in future we expect more members here after our tremendous marketing. So VP Public Relations also keen in his activities to conducting our meeting in this venue. The last 2 weeks before we conducted the meeting, after that some of the events in Toastmasters International and Abu Dhabi area. So the deadline for DICTAC, District Toastmasters Annual Conference, which is going to conduct this year in Dubai. So the deadline for discount is extended till November 20th. So those who are not registered to participate in this event, they can have time till November 20th. And we have planned to release the Toast Track, our magazines. Unfortunately, our VP Public Relations not came around the meeting, so we plan to release the Toast Track of our newsletter next meeting, which is already completed. Next thing I would like to tell that it is unfortunate and very sorry that two ex-co members would like to move from December onwards because they cannot come. One is our VP Public Relations, Toastmaster Shiraz Agwani, and our Secretary Jamal Sudane. So both are not able to continue with this till the end of next tenure. So we need to elect our new ex-co members. So we already talked VP Public Relations, Mr. Ashraf. So Ashraf Sanal is interested, and also for secretary we need to find from our members. So these 2 vacancies are there. So all interested persons can come together and we vote for those who are interested. The next meeting we need to finalize these things. Hopefully we will find our members to join the EXCOM, the committee members. So it's a good opportunity. They will get a free training how to handle their works, that is going to conduct in December, Abu Dhabi. So the Abu Dhabi division will conduct for all those who are elected. And my request to some of the members to some dues. Hopefully they will give the dues and join with us. Another thing, we have to appreciate our one of the members who already achieved and completed his one of the levels. So Toastmaster International given his achievement certificates. So Toastmaster Ashraf completed his level first of dynamic leadership. So I invite Toastmaster Ashraf to receive certificate received from Toastmaster International. So he has completed level 1 of dynamic leadership. So please come and receive it. This is his first level. He will complete 4th level and continue his journey. So all the best, Toastmaster Ashraf, for future endeavors. Thank you very much. Now there is no more further events, and we can continue with that meeting. So control the meeting another 2 hours till 10 o'clock. I call our Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Ashok Talaparaman. He is going to be our captain today. So we control the meeting and call for further proceedings. So with this note, I would like to open meeting number 191 and welcome Toastmaster.
Sorry, anyone has laptop? Laptop?
Laptop?
Cancel. Just cancel. You can proceed.
Thank you. I did not.
Thank you, Mr. for that introduction. Honorable Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening.
Good evening.
It's my pleasure to assume this role of this evening, and especially for the first time. Hope we all make it together and enjoy the evening, even though the participation is less. So before we move on to our other proceedings, let's have a guest's introduction. As is customary with us, we invite our guests to come over one by one and just to have a short introduction, like your name, your job, how you came to know Toastmasters, like that a short, a brief introduction with you. So, may I invite
Good evening to all.
Good evening.
My name is Riyaz. I'm working in RPM, Responsible Medical Service, Abu Dhabi, as an operation manager. So, I'm planning to join in Toastmasters. I'm looking forward to the leadership quality, to improve the leadership quality. Then I checked with my friend Bustan. So I want to join like that one activity. So he advised me to contact Shanavas and then I do the Toastmasters. Then I contacted Shanavas last time. Then we are starting there in Malayali Samadhi. I went there that time, happened here. I could not join by then. So inshallah, so he called me today. So come there and join with us. So I came today to observe this, what they are doing there, what the thing is going on. So inshallah, I'm getting, to get the development, the personal things and leadership quality. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Riyaz, for that. Now, next.
Number of Toastmasters still. He is a sponsor. He is a sponsor.
Myself, Syed Naufal, been here for quite a long time now, almost 28 years. Born and brought up over here and studied over here. I look after the business development function for Bustan Speciality Hospital. Also, simultaneously as a business advisor for the royal family of Mussafah. And I think I've heard a lot about Toastmaster, a very good platform. My mother-in-law is a member of Toastmaster, but in Qatar. And I think it's a very good platform for all the people who is looking to have excellent communication and things like that. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity. I'm being here for the first time over here. And yeah, that's it. I would like to see how things goes on.
Thank you, Syed Naufal. Now, as you know, we have a lot of last-minute changes, and many of our members had to, apologize. They couldn't make it up because of their official matters. So we have some. Before we go to the role players introduction, we'll just have a short journey through the theme of this event. So let me come back here. Perception. What do you mean by perception? Any
Expression. How we look at it.
How do we
How you visualize.
Okay. So more or less we can say it's somewhat close to understanding. So anyway, this word is very scrutinized. The psychologists have they have examined it, and they have divided it into different stages. So I'll just come to an example so that it will be more clear. Imagine one of your friends receives a call telling that his mother is known. You can just imagine what would be his reaction. Mostly he may break into crying or sobbing. So what do you think? What makes him cry? Any guess? His love to the mother. Okay. But what I mean, is it the fact that his mother is dead exactly made him cry?
It's an outburst of emotion.
Emotion. Okay. Okay. So in this aspect, I'll just imagine after a few seconds he receives a call telling that that was an erroneous call and his mother is well and healthy. What happens?
Overjoyed. Overjoyed.
Overjoyed. Okay. Anyway, this mental state is changed. So this perception, actually, it was not the fact that his mother is dead made him cry. He received an auditory stimulus and it was passed to his brain. His brain took selected some part of the stimulus, not all the stimulus. And it was associated with some pre-installed something like a software that his attachment, his passion, his love to his mother, and also his change in the course of his life, things like that. This brain formed a new information, and this after this formation of this information in his brain, this response cry is elicited. So that is the perception. Perception stage by stage. We have some more slides later. So this time. If we can, this selection process will come to that. So if we can streamline this selection process of brain during the receiving of this stimuli, we know there are 5 senses. So this stimulation, if we can streamline it, we can control, we can improve our communication process. We know communication is totally personal. So this, if we are not much conscious about our surroundings, our communication to a group will be much better. No? Some things like that, all kind of communication can be improved. We can create a desirable feeling deliberately. Our feeling we can have a control. So a little more clear it will be in the later stages. So for the time being, I'll just stop it here. Then we'll go to the next role players introduction. Today, the role players are Timer, team Arun Balash will be taking the role. He will be explaining his role today.
Toastmaster, good evening. Area Director, fellow Toastmasters guests, good evening.
Good evening.
I am the timer of today's meeting. I will be operating this timing device as and when various part of this meeting is going to be conducted. As a timer, actually, I will read out whatever are the objectives of this particular role. As a timer, I am responsible for monitoring time for each meeting segment and each speaker. I will also operate the timing signal. This is the time signal, indicating to each speaker how long he or she has been talking. Toastmasters, let us have strictly set timing. I will be explaining about how much time each segment of this meeting can take at the beginning of that particular section. Over to you.
Thank you. The next role player is founder, TM Ashraf has going to take this role.
Good evening, one and all. The accountant has the delightful task of counting each member's arms and other extraneous sounds and to report on the offenders. Watch out for other types of gap fillers, words or sounds used as anchors for pause periods such as like of words. Words may also be inappropriate interjections such as and, well, but, so, and so on. The accountant also notes when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this, me, you would know this kind of words. Thank you.
So, thank you for that explanation. Now, today the table topic session will be handled by our senior Mr. Rajesh Pandey. He will explain about table topics.
Toastmaster of the evening and fellow members, good evening. As a table topic, this is quite an interesting session. So, whoever the speaker, they have to think and speak on their feet. And you will get only 30 seconds to think. And I will do as a topic. Based on that topic, we have to speak one or two. The interesting thing is, every one of us will get a chance to speak table topics.
Thank you. The next role is general evaluator, our senior Toastmaster. He will explain this.
Toastmaster Area Director, General Toastmaster guests, good evening. Good evening. I have an important task of being the general evaluator today. My job is to evaluate the meeting in general. I will be watching each and every role player, how the meeting is conducted, and at the end of the meeting I will be giving my report.
Thank you. So the next role is thought of the meeting team, General Thomas. You will show that.
Toastmaster of the evening, fellow members, guests, warm good evening. I have for you the shortest thought you have ever heard in a Toastmasters meeting. And that is, Idam na mama. Can somebody tell me what it is? Idam na mama.
Sanskrit?
Put it? You know why?
No, now means no.
Ego.
Yes.
Ego. Ego.
Then you don't say this.
Right. When Shiraz, I think most of you have attended the last session. Shiraz, one his theme of the meeting is less is more. And he was talking about being a minimalist. How to live your life by consuming the minimum possible. And I wanted to give this thought when he was, the moment I heard this theme, because I was thinking about this Idam. I read it a couple of weeks back and I was thinking about it. So I wanted to present it, but unfortunately somebody else was presenting the thought of the evening. I am a minimalist and I am dead against wasting any resources. Just use it for your survival is the more. And the thought, Idam na mama, is somehow connected. It's not directly, because it is somehow connected to that wonderful thought. So, something which really troubled me earlier was, if you look closely in yagas and yajnas, they burn, they pour ghee onto the fire. You would have seen it, isn't it? Why? Why do they pour ghee into the fire? Something?
Belief.
Yeah, belief. Every belief has to need to have some foundation. Yeah, it needs to need to be based on some thought process.
Incense or incense? Is it incense with the
To purify the air?
Not exactly. It's some kind of another indication of a sacrifice. tea is considered as the purest form of resource from an agrarian or that kind of society. And you are giving that to represent, to symbolize something. You are burning that ghee to symbolize something. And when they do it, the mantra they chant is Idam na Mama. And the meaning is, nothing is mine. Nothing belongs to me. And I strongly believe, I have a feeling that if you tell this Idam na Mama to ourselves once a day, we can definitely live a better life. Much more happier life than we live today. Always remember, whatever inherited, whatever you have possibly taken, given to you as a donation, whatever you have acquired, nothing belongs to you. You need to leave it here and leave. So, always start the day with Idam na Mama, end the day with Idam na Mama.
Idam na Mama, nothing belongs to you. Can you take away? Thank you, Toastmaster Thomas. And one more role, it's Wordmaster and Canary. Let me invite James Sanavas to introduce his role.
Respected President, Toastmaster of the evening and fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening.
Good evening.
I am your grammarian for today's meeting. My role is to pay attention to the good use of English and provide suggestions for improvements. I will listen to everyone's word usage for any awkward or misuse of English language. This can be incomplete sentences, sentences that change direction in the midstream, incorrect grammar or the like. And at the end of the meeting, I will provide a report for the same. Also, I have one more role. As a word master, I will introduce a new word to you so that each member can enrich your vocabulary. This word will be a word which can be easily incorporated into your everyday conversation, but it will be different from the way people normally express themselves. So today, the word of the day is expedient. As you can see here, the word is expedient. It is an adjective, and the meaning of the word is helpful or useful in a particular situation, but sometimes not morally acceptable. It can be right or wrong, but it is helpful in some situations. That's in those situations you can use it, just say that it is an expedient solution. The synonyms for this word are advisable, appropriate, desirable, advantageous, etc. So I think this is a very easy word which you can use in any speech. I will give 2 examples. The management has taken a series of expedient measures to improve the company's financial situation. Another example, in the circumstances, it was expedient to express loyalty. So you are encouraged to use this word as much as possible in your speeches. And at the end of the meeting, I will provide a report of who used the word and how much time they used. For those who don't use this word, there is a punishment. But next meeting I will give that punishment. Now the participation is less. For you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shanwas. The next session is prepared speeches. So today we had a great change. Earlier we had around 5 speeches registered, and now it is declined to 1 only. Toastmaster Rashi is going to present this project.
Yeah. I know. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are lucky to know Dr. Rashi over here, and we are thankful to him because he took much effort after his office hours. He started from I think 6:55 from his office. He went and came. Thank you very much, T.M. Rashi. So T.M. Rashi, as we know, he's a very jubilant person, online and offline in our group, and a good speaker also. He is going to present his ninth project. He is accounting officer in a national conglomerate. So before going to the speech, I would like to welcome his evaluator, Toastmaster John Thomas, to I would like to request Toastmaster Arun to explain the timing for speech.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
Timing rule for the prepared speeches is 5 to 7 minutes. No one speaks, right? 5 to 7 minutes. I'll be switching on the green light at 5 minutes, yellow light at 6 minutes, and the red light at 7 minutes, and it will be on till the speech ends. Okay.
Thank you. Now, John Thomas will explain the objectives of the speech.
Good evening once again. Toastmaster Rashid is presenting his project number 9 from the competent communication manual. As per the manual, the objectives are persuade listeners to adopt your viewpoint or ideas or take some action. Appeal to the audience's interest. Use logic and emotion to support your position. Avoid using notes. As mentioned by the timer, the time allowed today is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster.
Did you ever experience your yacht, small boat is in the middle of the sea and it is disturbed by a group of dolphins and you are almost sunk? Did you ever experience you climb a hill, a mountain, and while coming down you just slip your legs and you almost face the death? Do you ever experience you stuck in another country which is far away 3 days without any money in your pocket? Toastmaster of the evening, dear presents, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening.
Good evening.
I went through this whole experience. It is because I am a traveler, not a tourist. What is the difference between a traveler and a tourist? Being a tourist, you just need some couple of dollars in your pockets, some more money. You just pay and enjoy the luxuries and it's very safe. But being a traveler, it is little risky and you need to put more efforts and you have to be a part of the country, the part of the people of that country where you are visiting. Well, let me point out something how we can be a traveler than a tourist. The first thing, try to see the people than the places. Did you ever thought there are some part of the world there is a people who is tall, white color, their confidence level is very high and they have the dominating powers? Do you ever thought that there is black people but the color never affected their confidence level? They are still on the top in the athletics, or singers, or dancers, or boxing field, or whatever. Do you ever thought that there is some part of the world the people are more oriented with family, attached with families, they value the morals, their traditions, cultures, they are more sincere, committed. Why this all difference is coming? Once you travel in a place, when you try to learn the people, to see the people, then the places, there you are becoming a traveler, not a tourist. And the second, experience the culture, not the luxury. You go there, be a part of them. Celebrate whatever they are celebrating, their festivals. Change your dresses. I did it, by the way. When I went to Indonesia, Bali, I bought their traditional dresses, I wore it. And there was a small celebration which is related to Hindu beliefs. But I joined, I became part of it, I enjoyed. At the same time, and the number third. So what is the first one? People. Try to see the faces, people, than the places. The second one? Experience the culture, than the lectures. And the third one? Use the public utilities. I mean public transport system. Go. See, when I was visiting in Malaysia, there is a crab island which is 3 hours away from Kuala Lumpur. The hotel arranging a trip, a luxury bus, we can go with them, everything included in a package. I refused. I went to the railway station which is underground. I took the train. I went to the place 3 hours, drive from there, and took a small yacht. It was a very wonderful experience in that small boat journey. I can see the villages with all vegetables, everything. I ride the boat, I visited the place, and believe me, the tour operators charged me 300 dirham. They offered 300 dirham, equal to it is a Malaysian ringgit. I went there and come back within 80 minutes. See the difference. And the fourth one. So first one is, second one is, third one is, and the fourth one. What will?
Come back for
Fourth one, what can be? Enjoy the food. Correct. Enjoy the food. We have our own food, our own traditions. That's right. You are not going to stay there permanently. You are going there for some time being only. So don't run for where I can get Indian food, where I can get this food, or shall I buy some bread and jam and adjust with this? No. Go and enjoy their food, experience it. Recently I went to Georgia and Armenia. There is some kind of food called Sheila. I ordered the Sheila, I want to experience it. And there is something called butter bread. I eat that. It's an experience and I felt it's very tasty. And vegetables and fruits are very fresh there. Especially the cheese, milk items. So these 4 points, very simple. You don't need a very experienced procedure to be a traveler. It's very simple. Just think that you are a person of that country. You are going to be a part of them, and experience. Their experience will be helping us to learn a lot of things. I will share one small experience in my first trip, which where I went to Oman. Anyway, our time is so. So be a traveler, not a tourist.
and we must see the place where we are living, the planet Earth. Our children.
Thank you, Kim. I think for that interesting speech. You can go for the timers because you have only one speech and you have to take expedient measures.
Good evening. Once again, Toastmaster Rashid took 7 minutes 20 seconds. He is qualified for the work.
Now, evaluation for the speech of Kim Rashid. Kim Campus will be evaluating him. So, we need the timings to roll for this.
For the evaluation, time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. Green light will be on at 2 minutes, yellow at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red at 3 minutes till the evaluation ends. Okay.
Thank you. Kim
Toastmaster, good evening, fellow members, Toastmaster Rashid in particular, good evening once again. Toastmaster Rashid was supposed to persuade us to do something. And I think he has successfully persuaded us to leave all our baggage, leave our tourists behind, and explore as a traveler. Personally, I am very keen in traveling, but I always prefer the safe options. I never wanted to do anything my own. I just give the money and give it to the tour agency to arrange everything. This is how I travel. Anyway, to persuade somebody, it's a really difficult task because you need to make them understand your viewpoint and act upon your ideas. So that's not easy because people are always hesitant to change. But with his narrative and explanation, I think he has convinced me partially. So I hope it's the same with you all. So when you have to persuade somebody, what are the things which you need to pay real attention? That you need to use logic. There has to be sincerity in your talk. You need to be really knowledgeable. You need conviction. And the topic has to be of the audience interest. Otherwise it's difficult to persuade somebody. If whatever he is talking is not of my interest, then I don't pay much attention to that. Toastmaster Rashid has successfully covered all these aspects of a speech which has to be delivered for persuading somebody. He demonstrated his own experience. He has explained us different places he has visited, different experiences, different cultures he has met. A good speech, well organized. He started the speech with a series of questions. Did you experience? And that itself has raised the level of anxiety amongst the audience. And the way it was structured was too good. It was a really wonderful speech. But being the 9th project of CC Manual, I don't think you have spent enough time preparing. Because at that 9th project, you should not be stopping abruptly seeing the red light. There has to be a proper ending for your speech. That was completely missing. And the body language, initial part, you were always holding your hand like this, which needs to be avoided. Use the hands in a much wider way. Otherwise, it was a wonderful speech. All the best for your future project.
the timing for very.
Toastmaster John Thomas took 3 minutes 19 seconds. He is qualified for.
Thank you. Anyone who has good persons would like to share any jokes? We have one. Yeah. Just we have one guest. Yeah. We have a some customer registered to introduce. Yeah. So.
Hi everyone. Myself Prem Sagar. So I'm from Karnataka, India. So I'm a BE graduated. So it's been 1 year here in UAE, and I'm working as a store in charge in Thalex, so which is an aluminium extrusion company. So the reason why I studied here, a week before I met, it means I had a meeting with our vice president of our company. So he was asking about what is your strengths and what is your weakness. My weakness was like when, before I would, I'll get scared or I'll get shy or something like that when I want to speak in front of such a big crowd. But I'm very confident when I speak with a one-to-one person. So then he suggested me Toastmaster, and I'm glad to be here. It's a very good opportunity, a very good platform to learn and improve myself. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
So anyone with jokes?
Serious question.
In the airport, there was a small plane, two-seater plane, and you have seen a two-seater plane. So the 2 person only can sit in the plane. One pilot was sitting on that. One reporter went there. He saw that and he sat on that. When he sat down, immediately pilot started the airplane, and he took off the plane, and he was going. So sometime there was a beautiful views and all everything. Then the person, the reporter, he asked the pilot, go down little so that I can take the pictures. He went down. Then finally he asked, what I have to do to go up? Then this reporter said, you are the pilot, you should be knowing. Then he said, this is my first class, I thought you are the instructor.
Thank you, Mr. Rajesh. As always, releasing our performance. Before going to the next session topic, I'll just have a little more about the theme. First of all, what do you see in this picture?
Rabbit.
Right.
Rabbit and a bird.
Okay. Do you see here?
Two faces and the face.
Two faces.
Two faces here.
Yeah. Some people say like two faces. First, some people see the wage first. So the first thing that comes to our mind has our brain's function that adding our existing beliefs has got a role in that. So like that, it's not much it's not so much what we see, but how we perceive that shapes our thought and emotions and actions about it. So
in a little more organizing this perception can be divided into 4 stages. We know, as we said, the stimulus received through our 5 senses, vision, taste, touch, smell, hearing. These are taken to our brain through nerves, and the next process is selection. During the selection, it is such 80% of this stimuli are deleted, and a few of the stimulus only taken by the brain. Then the organization is the part where brain is associating our existing beliefs and knowledge to this stimuli. Then it is interpreting to an information, and afterwards reaction is elicited. As one small example, you are witnessing an accident. You can have a lot of stimuli coming to your brain, like you may view a lot of horrible things, like people breaking, people falling, people running, all these things. And also you smell crashing of the vehicle or flesh and blood. Then you hear a lot of noises, sounds, like that. Most senses are functioning here. But at the end, in your mind, it is most of these stimuli are not existing. Most of them are deleted. So the selection process is that causing our mind to remain, to form an information. So at this stage, this selection process, if we do understand it very much, we can improve our focus. Here, you can see the corner players. Most of the players are trained to focus not on his actions. His selection is forced to focus on the movement of the ball. He should visualize the movement of the ball, whether it is a ball or any course or anything. So he will be visualizing the movement of the ball and hitting it at the target, not his movement or his surroundings, things like that. So that's why improving our selection process in the perception can make us focus better on our activities. I'll take 2 more minutes to conclude with this so that I will not have to spend another session. So just see, imagine this is a function, and one person, one cameraman is covering different, his angle, he is covering it from his angle. Just to see, this is the same function but covered by another cameraman. So the first one, he covered most in happy occasions. He focused on such moments, and the next person focused on chaotic incidents. So these 2 people can present this function to another audience as this is that function. So the perception of this audience will be in that way. What I meant to say, we can manipulate perception of others. This is another example of manipulating perception. Probably this is a symbolizing. Normally media people are doing it in another way also. They bring to us the news in a way they want. Even in Western countries, this media can convey news in order to. So like that we can manipulate thoughts or perception. So So this perception, if we can manipulate others' thoughts, we can use perception for our good use, that we can ourselves can focus on our own thoughts to create a better mental state. For example, you are broken because of a job loss, so you can think it otherwise. So this is a lucky chance for me to get another occasion, and like that you can change your mental state. And also you can make another person's mental state, you can change. A person who is gravely defeated and afraid, and he's sitting, he doesn't, just tell him, this is never how to leave your last performance, which is so challenging it was. Then you can change his mental state. So if we can use perception, a selection process, to streamline our focus, we can do wonders. So the conclusion, we can improve these areas like communication, tasks like games, mental state, etc. So thank you for being with me this day. Let us move to the next session, which is the interesting part of this meeting, table topics. So let me hand over to our table topic master.
Toastmaster of the evening and fellow members, once again, good evening. As I told, table topics is external speech. Now, table topic master also become external because the actual Toastmaster table topic master has did not come. And the Toastmaster of the evening, good evening, told me you have to be the table topic master. Anyway, Toastmasters, we don't refuse for any rules, so I put this rule. Shall we start with the alphabetical order or because everybody will get the chance?
I can remember the timing.
Yeah, please.
So he's exploding himself.
Good evening once again. The timing allotted for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes. I'll be switching on the game light at 1 minute, yellow light at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red light at 2 minutes. It will be on till the speaker finish. There is 15 minutes allowance at the beginning and at the end. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster.
And so 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Normally
30 seconds now.
30 seconds.
But we got this one.
Only at the end, not at the beginning.
Not at the beginning.
One
That is 30 seconds.
30.
No, I think the contestant they keep 30 seconds. Grace period.
Okay. So,
Usually 30 seconds.
I would like to correct. There will be an allowance of 15 seconds at the end.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay.
But careful, you keep 2 minutes 30 seconds. You have to.
Yeah, no,
Okay, whose name starts with A? I'll give you 3 random numbers. You have to choose from that. 65, 69, 75. 69. Please check what is your expedient topic. Can there be happiness without sadness? Pleasure without pain? Peace without war? I'll repeat that.